Yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. You are watching and listening to Unsynedheattpodcast. And today we have a special guest. Let the people know who you are, brother.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Struck, a.k.a. Human Bomb, a.k.a. Mr. Tip. Boom! What's going on, everybody?
Okay.
Thanks for having me on your show, man. Been a minute.
No problem. Let the people know where you from.
Why, yo? R.I.P. DMX. It was a little special for me being from there. It's like family to us, you know. So that was a real tough one. Even with all the people that's passing, that one still hit hard. Like,
so how's the town taking it?
We taking it back. We already had like about 4 vigils. Like, and there's another one. I think there's another going home service tomorrow. Yeah, man. It's not just us, but it's a little different because we was there when the dog was off the leash. Like when he was making his rounds, battling all the other MCs from the city. When he became to the world, he was already that guy to us early.
Yeah, before he got on and shit. They already knew about him.
Yeah, and that's one of the artists that never changed for nobody, never fronted, and made it to the pinnacle of the game, being exactly who he was from the street. You ain't gonna see another dog. There's never be another DMX. Never. R.I.P. Condolences to his family. He'll live on forever.
Okay. So, let the people know what you're working on right now. You got the new video out. I know.
Yeah. Shout out to you for coming through to the little celebration last week for that. Yeah, new video, second single, my own label, Explosive Records. Stretch and Flex featuring my boy Goldie from Young Boy from Harlem. Okay. Hit record is doing well on YouTube, doing well on all the streaming services. It's making a lot of noise out there. So if you don't know about it, check it out.
Okay, so how many videos you got out?
Recently, I just got 2, but over my whole career, I got way too many to even count. I got a lot of stuff out there, dog. I'm moving. I've been moving for a while. A lot of y'all might just be seeing me, but I'm far from new to this. This is not my first picnic, dog. Like, I've been out here for a minute. Just Google me, DISTRUCK. I got all my music out there, all my interviews, everything is out there. Now, I'm verified on Google, so it ain't hard to find me now. All you got to do is type in that name, DISTRUCK. All my shit pop up.
Okay. Well, like the project, who you working on?
Well, most of my project is going to be me on it. I'm going to have a few features from some of my people. I always felt if you're a solo artist, most of your body of work should be you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you have too many, like, outside people on it, it kind of is like a compilation album. Like, how you getting down when it come down to you by yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I like to see. Can you make hit records by yourself? Not one. Can you make a lot of hit records by yourself? Do you need a singer with you or whatever, or another dope artist to make you look better? I look at stuff like that when I look at artists. A lot of these new artists out now, you don't know whether it's a solo album or a compilation because almost the whole album is a feature on it. And I try to, like, you know.
So you're trying to, I guess, do your music solo, you know, really show the people.
Yeah. I have people that I work with, like, that I collab with, but I always make it a point to have strong records, at least 5 or 6 records, just me, that's still banging.
Okay.
So ain't no, like, so you know what's up, you know how real it is. Like, if I don't have to, if I don't want to, I don't have to collab with nobody to do a hit record. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so you're letting everybody know that you could do it on your own.
Exactly. That's important to me, yeah.
Because, you know, they got that going around. Like, I never heard a song where by itself. Can you do something by itself?
There's a lot of artists that get saved like that. But sometimes it ain't their fault either. It depends on their situation. They don't get to do what they want. They have bosses. I don't have a boss. I'm both. I'm the artist. Signed myself to my own label. I'm the first artist on my own label. I can't get shelved, dog. It's just me. You know what I mean? Like, whenever I want to drop, I could drop shit every day if I want. Nobody can tell me I can't. That's the best thing about my situation.
Okay. I mean, for the whole, you know, compilation, pretty good.
Don't get me wrong, it's cool.
It's good.
If that's what you're trying to do. But if you call yourself a solo.
I understand by doing that, it's like, you really branding yourself, marketing yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for a person that really doing that doing collaboration, I look at it as they're making a business move.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
feel that. I feel that.
mean?
But I'm just saying, as far as a student of this music, if you call yourself a solo artist, you should be able to stand on your own too when it comes down to it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, and it makes good business sense to collab with other dope artists because that brings another demographic to you.
Yeah.
I understand that, but I always feel you should have that same energy when it's just you, and you should have that same impact if it's just you by yourself. You can still hit those numbers and still get that same love on your own.
Yeah.
As well as with that hot artist that you collab with, and he like basically saving you. Cause you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of artists out there though that can't do a hit record by themselves, dog. It's some real shit. We all know it. We know.
I mean, can you point them out, man?
No, I'm not gonna point nobody. I ain't gonna blow nobody's spot up.
At least one, man. We can have one.
Nah, I'm not trying to get out there like that. But I'm just saying.
Oh man,
you know
come
what I mean,
on, man. One, at least one. Come on, one. You can't be like, yo.
I would, but the reason why I won't 2021 society too sensitive. You can't say nobody's name, man. Like they end up going after my Facebook accounts and shit. Nah. I said some shit on Facebook the other day. I didn't even say nothing, and I got put on Facebook jail for that whole day. It just never happened to me before. I don't know what I said. I don't know who reported me. I was like, I said worse shit than this. I don't know who did it.
So what do you say, man?
I was basically, what I said, like, I'm going to say, like, if I can remember it. I said, because it's a thing, it's like a little thing, like, with family. We all go through it. When you come from a certain area, you grow up. You from the hood and shit.
Yeah.
Then you grow up and mature, and you want different for you and your family. You start moving different. Those same people that ain't on the same time you on start trying to play you. Like, oh, you think you better than us, you uppity and all that. I'm like, don't nobody think they better than you, yo. Like, just cause I'm not on the same like coon type shit you was on back then. When I said that, I think the coon word.
Coon.
Now I think about it, but I said worse shit than that before, dead ass.
So that was the word.
I didn't even get it up. There was like, nobody could see this. Like, I'm just letting you know, nobody can see this post but you. For the next 24 hours, you can't post or comment on nobody's shit. I ain't never got that before. So that leads me to why I'm not doing that. Because, people, he's assassinating my character. They can get me locked up out here. I won't be able to do no business off the strength of me saying that one name. So I'm going to just
blackball you.
Yeah. And I won't even know who it is. Just somebody that think I'm talking about him that I'm not talking about. Just, it strike a nerve. Like, because it might be somebody listening to this that can't do music by themselves. And they take offense. But it is what it is. That's how I feel.
All right. Okay. I try to get it out of him, man. You know what I'm trying to get it out of him, baby. This is what we do over here, man.
I feel you, but
try to have fun over here, man. Try to get the
we got
real
fun,
game.
but yeah, people don't take it like that. People, like I said, this generation is way too sensitive. You can't say nothing about nobody no more. Back in the day when we was in school, you had to deal with a bully. Like, it wasn't no bully groups and cyber bully. Niggas get mad because somebody bullying them on the damn computer, dog.
That's called
cyberbullying.
I got the book on there. I got the book for the kids. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this, man.
Back when we was coming up, bully was a part of your life, man. You had to nut up and deal with that bully at some point. There wasn't nobody to call for this nigga.
There it is, man.
Yeah.
We got the book right here.
Yeah, a whole lot of y'all need to read this, man, because y'all out here crazy.
Book, bullying for the kids. You know what I mean? Pick this book up. You know what I mean? It'll open your mind. You know what I mean? Cypher, verbal, all that. You know what I mean? So, ain't nobody, I don't want nobody, bully you and shit, man.
I'm just saying. Ain't nobody gonna, I'm not thinking about none of that. I'm just saying, I brought it as an example.
I'm just saying, we live in another world. Everybody trying to get their crown out. They like, yo, nigga,
it ain't even that serious. Like, it could be considered bullying. Like,
To them.
Now, you gotta watch everything you say, especially us. We can't say shit.
They shutting us down.
Somebody, what you mean by that?
Yeah.
And you can't, God forbid you piss off the alphabet people, it's a wrap for you. It's a rap.
Shit's crazy out here, man. So what's next? What are you working on, man?
Working on my album? Yes. Son, we got the album coming out probably in the middle of the summer. No Substitute. I got a few more songs to finish before that's done. Got the movie, shout out to Street Line. Put me in my first joints. We working on that. Shout out to my cast, Ghetto Chronicles, the off-Broadway hip-hop musical that's doing great around the city, around New York, period. If it wasn't for this pandemic, we would be doing way more, but we still out there moving. We got the streaming. We got the streaming of TV show. The first half of the show is streaming right now. The rest of the weekend. So you can check my Facebook, Stephen Smith, STEPHEN Smith. Got the link up there for that. My Facebook is private. I ain't got nothing to hide. It's up there. You can check it out. 8 o'clock today, 8 o'clock tomorrow. It's streaming.
Okay.
And look out for the second part of that. It's only the first part that we gonna film.
So it's on all platforms?
No, it's on a certain platform, but I forget the name of the damn shit for some reason. It's up there. That's why I sent them to my Facebook. It's on the link up there. So you can go right to it.
Okay. What's up, man? So what else is going on, man? We got shows, more interviews coming up, more movies.
The 2 movies with Street Line. Try to get some live performances in there with whoever's doing them. Hit me up. Cause it's kind of dry out here for that. I understand. I know a lot of people getting back to work, so I'm ready to work wherever. If the paperwork, if the business is right, I'm ready.
Okay, so somebody that's in the game right now, who do you want to work with?
In the game right now, or anybody from
right now and back then?
Back then, though, my goat for this whole rap thing is Nas. I would love to always work with him. Definitely. Biggie as well. Pac. I wish, all the times I seen DMX, I wish I would have interacted with him more when he was here. I just took it for granted because we from the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah, but right now, I would like to work with Kendrick for the simple fact it's a personal MC thing with me because everybody holds him in so high regard of how dope he is right now for this generation. I would like to test to see how good I am against him because he's seen as for the new generation is like one of the dopest lyricists on the mainstream level. Him.
It sounded like that was a battle right there.
Not battle, but more of a
battle him or something?
Nah, not battle him, but just there's just some people that need to be around dudes that wake them up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Cause
so you saying Kendrick wake you up?
And I think he ain't been around too many dudes that's really, really dope like that.
So you saying he not dope?
Nah, he is, but I don't really think he's as dope as niggas say he is like that. Not really.
So you saying he's not dope?
No, I didn't say he's not dope. I said he's not as dope as people say. A lot of shit.
What is it, 5%, 10%?
No, a lot of, like, all right, I'll break it down for you why I'm saying that. When niggas rhyme a certain way, a lot of shit people get away with if they say it a certain way. I listen to everything. I listen to your bars. I listen to your delivery, everything. I'm not one of them niggas that just hear crazy flow and be like, oh, he's dope. Because you can say some bullshit, but say it in a dope-ass way. And people, oh, you heard? And he do that shit a lot.
And get away with it.
He do that shit a lot. And people don't call him on it. It's just, don't get me wrong, he say some dope shit too.
Yeah.
But that's just my issue. That's always been it. Like, people look at me, what you mean? So like I'm supposed to like the nigga.
So what that means, he built his brand. He built the brand to the point that he could get away with it.
No, it's just this generation. It ain't just him, his brand. They let a lot of shit slide now. You know what I'm saying? It ain't us. When we was real students to this shit, like, you couldn't pull this shit on us. Because we was listening to this shit. We was listening to lyrics and shit. When we was kids, our childhood was Wu-Tang Clan and all that shit. It wasn't nobody playing on the mic.
Yeah.
Nobody. All of our inspirations was monsters on the mic. And they had their own style too.
Yeah.
But it was just, that's why a lot of niggas from our era are so tough on people right now. Because we was spoiled. We like, yo, this ain't what we recognize as this shit. We came in this shit differently.
Mm-hmm.
No disrespect. Y'all got your own wave and shit like that. Some of the music is dope. But y'all need to all relax with that all-time great shit. Because y'all can't say that. Y'all don't have that, you don't have what it takes to be an all-time great. You dope for your period. You got your own slice of this shit. And just leave it at that. All that all-time, I'm the greatest ever shit, no. That shit ended in that golden era. All that, the greatest, we saw that already.
So who the greatest?
The greatest? My opinion, I told you. My favorite is Nas. But that's mine, though. I can't force my shit on everybody, but my top is Nas, Biggie, Rakim, Jay-Z, and Eminem. Those are my fives. But I got so many people I look up to and I respect.
Okay.
But yeah, all of those dudes are original and they say the shit. Like they all got their own style, but they all got lyrics.
Okay, so you saying the new generation right now, you don't really have no respect
I look for them for different shit. Nah, I have respect for them for different shit. I just have an issue when they start saying they better than people from that era. That's why I draw the line at.
So
that's when we have a whole problem. We ain't doing that.
So
have your lane. Huh?
Can you give me one person, one artist
that say that shit?
Yeah, that had no
I see what you're doing too, but all right, I don't care no more. But
I'm saying, how they gonna blackball you when you independent?
Say again?
How they gonna try to blackball you if you?
No, you're right. But
Dame Dash said it the most. They do it in the end, but he's still eating, right?
Basically.
Okay, you independent. Can't be stopped.
There's a lot of dudes though. It's all right. For instance, the baby. He's the hottest dude right now. He said. He say it in his rhymes. He don't care, but he know how hot he is. Ain't nobody gonna contest him. But do you think he's better than any of those other artists I named? Personally?
As far as like, what, lyrics?
As far as rap talent, pure rap talent. He has his own style. He's dope. I like him for what he does.
Yeah.
But do you really believe he's one of the all-time? Only dude I would say that can do that, like that can put their hat in the ring for all-time from this era is a J. Cole. That's a mainstream dude. Yeah. There's a lot of ones that don't get that shine that's dope as fuck.
Yeah,
but I mean, the ones we know on the radio and all that, J. Cole is that dude. Like,
yeah, he that dude, but nobody wanted to sign him either.
Yeah. It's usually the ones that nobody want to sign, that be the coldest.
I seen that interview too. Like, they ain't want to sign him, they just didn't get him.
Yeah.
He was just dope all around.
He always give you substance, always.
He do music, he could write, he could make beats. He make his own beats, all that shit.
Nigga damn near was about to try for the NBA. You don't know about that, yeah.
Played with St. John.
Word.
So, get that, you know what I'm saying? Why waste your talent, you know what I mean?
Fuck it, exactly. I thought he was going to really do that, because there was a lot of buzz about that.
Never know, man.
But yeah, man, it's just... I've gotten a little cooler with the new generation as far as what they do. I accept them for what they do, but I just don't... when they start feeling themselves and start talking crazy, then I'm like, nah, relax with all that. Just... It's dudes from the golden era that didn't even get signed that will fucking take your lunch money, dog. Like, it's dude around the way. You just going to the store, let me hear something right quick. Nigga got a mean 16 for you.
I mean, if you trying to take something for the new generation, they ain't really having that, man.
They don't have to have it. I'm open to the back and forth convo, but I'm not going to let them rock.
You taking anything, you're an old timer,
that's the other problem, see?
They ain't having that shit.
That's another problem though right there. Every era had older people to pull them on their coattails, let them know.
They don't got that. That's why they doing they doing.
We had a level of respect for our elders when we were younger.
They don't got no respect.
These new niggas be like, get your old preaching ass out my face type. That's their vibe. Like, if you ain't with what they doing,
yeah,
they attacking your age ASAP. You a preacher, all that shit. Like, if you ain't with the K2 smoking and all that. Like, these new niggas are drug abusers. Our fucking role models, not to say they was cool, were drug dealers. These niggas is doing drugs. And they're heroes. Like, so you bringing in a new culture of drug abuse. Popping pills. These niggas talking about popping pills. And it's hit records. Like,
you know,
crazy.
A lot of them talk about, popping pills and drinking lean. A lot of them don't really do it. They did put it in the music. Like
that's dumb too.
Like you hear I would say Future. Like he don't do none of that.
It makes sense because he's way too functional to be drinking that shit all the time. People die from drinking that.
Music, but he don't do it.
That's some real devil ass shit now because he's really influential. People fuck with him. I heard people say, listen to his music, the way he talk about it made them want to do it type shit. So that's very powerful on his part.
Yeah. Cause
that's some real Satan shit though. To make somebody do some fucked up shit that you ain't doing yourself, you can make people do it. And they rocking with it.
What happens is he figuring out, identifying what type of power he has. So,
and how long he's been in the game now? Like over a decade? So how many people you would say drink lean because of him?
It's a lot.
And he don't even do it. He's looking at niggas like, I'm just making music.
Yeah.
He done potentially killed people and shit. But that comes down to the people though too. Like, you gotta have a mind of your own. Like, you can't blame the artist for everything. My first introduction to, like, when I first really got into hip hop, the first album I ever got was Onyx. We all know how Onyx was.
Yeah.
I fucked with them heavy. I knew that whole album front to back. Sticky Fingers is my dude. Like, that was my favorite dude at the time. You couldn't tell me nothing about Onyx. That was my group. That's like me saying, oh, I listen to Onyx. I used to beat people up. I used to fuck people up when I went to school every day because their music made me do that.
The new generation.
That's some dumb shit. You can't blame an artist for what you hear and then blame them for what you did. The
new generation is doing right now, they taking little parts and pieces from the old school.
What old school dude was talking about popping pills?
They wearing jewelry. The jewelry.
That's regular.
The guns in the video. I didn't do that.
Yeah. But they ain't take it from us. They do that shit because they feel like it. Nah, we probably did it first. How you gonna take it?
I'm looking at pieces.
But how you gonna take from the old school then be like, fuck y'all old niggas? That don't make no sense. They do it because they think it's some wild shit. They think it's dope and they put it in a video. They think a lot of these niggas think they created that shit. They don't even know past the year they was born, yo. Some of these niggas was born this century and they don't know shit past when they was like 10 years old. They don't care. The difference with us, we had a sense of history. You can't be great at nothing unless you study who came before you, yo. Like, if you serious about something...
They're not doing that.
Yeah, that's why the music reflects it. It's like, why? That's why a lot of the purists, a lot of the OGs of this shit, at first was like, yo, what is this shit? Yo, y'all weird as hell. And niggas was coming after them like, what? Did you call this shit something else? There's people still saying it. Call this shit something else. This ain't hip-hop. You know, the OGs of the game. They're like, no, this got to be something else.
So what you think about the whole all the young generation rappers right now that's...
Some of them are really dope. Some of them are used...
They're getting murdered.
Oh, that.
It's a lot right now.
That shit is sad, man. It's like almost they leaning towards that. Like, too many untimely deaths, like in the middle of their career, they popping off and they get killed on some dumb shit.
I don't know.
Only thing I hope about that, I hope that all these artists that's dying and their music is popping off, that the labels, whoever's in charge, is doing the right thing with that money, especially Pop Smoke's family, yo. Like, he died last year, and he basically, you can't turn the radio on without hearing like 5-6 of his joints from his last album. He's the most downloaded artist of 2020. So I hope his little one, I think he got a kid, I hope she's getting money from that, his family. That's the only thing I hope for, man. But it's a sad thing. It's like they want to show everything on the internet like that too. It's like you in a foreign place and you posting like everything don't need to be posted up there. Some things it's good for you, just you to know, you and your immediate circle, and just leave it like that. You know what I mean?
Man.
That could save your life right there. Everything is posted. And they don't post it later. They post it immediately. You don't know who watching you. You don't know who hates your ass, who's looking at you like a lick. You're a successful dude, not where you at, not where you from. The shit, like, you got to be smarter than that. But people don't have people around them guiding them like that.
Okay, so, far as like, you got the whole label and all that, right?
No doubt.
What type of artists you looking to sign to your label?
I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with you. Like, right now, I don't got time for another artist right now. I'm not going to be one of those dudes that sign artists and have them sitting there. When I'm ready to sign an artist and work with them, then I don't really have a preference. My only things I care about, really, is they're good, the talent, and they're original. Those two things, and I could work with you. I'm not trying to get a carbon copy of anything that's out. I'm going to run my label differently. Like, I'm not one of them dudes, I want the next Bruno Mars that's hot right now. Like, that's not how I'm going to run my joint. Okay. Originality and talent. Regardless of your genre, we could get it popping. But right now, I'm too focused on myself. Like, I wouldn't do that to anybody. I wouldn't sign them, because it was done to me before when I was younger. And I don't like that shit. Like, I was sitting behind people that shouldn't have been sitting behind, because they were in a situation where they were label owners, and I was an artist. Plus, I was dope.
Was like reverse.
Plus, they kind of felt threatened by me. I was like, they looking like, oh, these new niggas ain't gonna come in here and like outshine my label. They wanted to get popping first, so it was always something. But I got tired of the bullshit because I was under the impression, like, you know how a lot of young niggas think, oh, I'm dope, so sooner or later somebody gonna sign me because I'm dope. Like, I don't gotta worry about it. But I came to the realization too late that, if you want something, you gotta go after it yourself. Like, especially if you're around people that are after the same thing as you. Even no matter if they your friend, they call you my bro, all that. If you around a lot of people that's after the same thing as you, but they aren't as dope as you are, they don't get the same attention you get. You gotta watch out for that shit, because they might have a plug that they were supposed to pass to you, because this happened to me too. And out of spite, just because it wasn't them, they will never let you know. So that plug might think you shitting on him, like, oh, I told Struck to hit me, did you tell him? Type shit. Do you find out through another third party, did he tell you this, that?
He never told you.
Never told me. Months later. So that plug is over.
So he didn't want you to shine.
Yeah, because it
wasn't him.
Yeah. He was a straight scrub ass rapper too.
Oh,
but
shit, man. Who that is, man?
It ain't even worth mentioning him, because he don't rap no more. It's just like from around the way.
Oh,
but just know he was a whole scrub with it.
Oh shit.
But man, you my man, I support you, whatever. But just my opinion is my opinion. Some people like certain types of rap that ain't lyrical like that. I'm finding that out. Like, I'm be like, like, you like that shit? They be like, yeah, I like. Some people identify with certain levels of rappers, like.
Okay, so far as like the new generation, what type of advice you want to give them?
Learn the business before you even come in here. learn all the business aspects of it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck a whole 360 deal thing, all that. It's easier for you than it was for us. Because you see all these overnight artists doing their thing, like you see it. There's no reason why you can't do it, but what I would ask you to do is learn all the ins and outs of the business side. Because you will get played out. Ain't nobody here to teach you nothing. They want you nice and naive. The more naive you are, they want you.
Yeah, I have no problem signing you.
No doubt.
If you know everything about the business, everything about it, they kind of leery about you and shit.
Yeah, because they want to jerk you, which is fine. You don't need them. That's why a lot of these artists are already doing business with dope artists already. I mean, not dope, but they're established. They have eyes on them. They have a following. So that label, they don't want you to eat. They don't want to eat, and they can't eat off of you. They can't stand that shit. So they see you eating already. They're like, we got to get some of that dude money. Like, little 15-year-old dude, multi-millionaire. Like, we can't let that shit rock. We got to see what's up with him. We're going to do some business with him. That's how they get these dudes. We didn't have that back then. We had to wait till the label sign us, and then we don't own a damn thing. You getting, like, what, 4 or 5 points up or whatever, like some bullshit, if that.
4 or 5 points?
That's a lot.
No, I mean less than that, not that. That points shit is different. The only ones I know that had like 8 points, it was like, I think Janet and Michael, them two. Everybody else, but those was like 30 million selling ass people. So that's bread for them. But you wasn't getting shit back then. Especially if you just coming in the studio rapping. You ain't producing nothing. You ain't paying for studio time. You want to be one of them dudes that want car service every day. You want to go make it rain in the club with the advance money, with that loan, because that's what that is. That's not friendship money. Like, a lot of people do that too. They take that advance and start wilding with it. You got to pay that shit back before anything.
So you never been signed?
I've been signed before.
So you,
Shout out to Right Life Records. That's my first record deal back in, like, yeah. Like,
are they still around?
They're not still around. No,
shit.
they part of their ways. They're from BX. Spanish dudes.
Oh, man.
Gangster dudes. Shout out to the whole...
I don't want to say the wrong thing not coming at me. You know.
Niggas is 100% on that bush. But they showed us love, being from YO, being from outside of the whole camp.
Okay.
We learned a lot of business. Shout out to DJ Rich Kenny. They all moved away, though. Like, they got families and shit like that.
You know a dude named DJ Supreme?
From Yonkers?
Yeah.
He used to DJ DMX back in the day. Yeah,
my dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got a lot of shit that nobody got about X, though.
I know.
It's different.
I know.
His catalog different,
I know.
yo.
I know.
Word.
I met him.
He pull a vinyl out on your ass, yo.
I met him when I was doing the DVD era. I met him and shit. So I used to go out to YO and shit.
Yeah.
That's how me and him met and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, so I'm about to, soon I'm about to interview, Bully, right?
That's my nigga. I went to school with him.
Yeah, I'm about to have him on the show soon and shit.
Shout out to my nigga Bully. What up?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, about to go down.
He's a good dude. He's still on it. He's still doing his thing, too.
I went out there, in the project and shit, you know what I mean?
When he young?
Yeah, I was out there.
You was over there?
Yeah,
Word.
In the project. You know what I mean?
You chilling over there?
Yeah, y'all be having a cookout and all that shit,
Yeah.
D-Block Day and all that.
Right with the car wash up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little store right there and shit, I know. I was over there.
Yeah, that's where he from. That's the project he
I
grew
went
up
up
at.
there to interview Bully back in the day and shit. You know what I mean?
You say you about to have him on this show?
Yeah. I already hit him up. He said he with it and shit.
Yeah. That's a good dude. And he's still active and he still get busy on the mic too.
Yeah, he got some fire. Let's see what's going down and shit. So, I just go out there by myself, niggas looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, you from the Bronx? Like, what the fuck?
Nah, when you move a certain way, niggas it ain't the way niggas think it is. Like, you on some cool shit, niggas don't come at you like that just because you from out of town. You come out on some, I'm the governor shit.
Yeah.
That's when you get, you think, then niggas gonna see what's up.
Yeah. It's cool.
I roll, you usually see me by myself.
Yeah, it was cool up there when I went up there. It was cool. That
Yeah,
was maybe like 5-10 years ago or some shit like that. So it was cool up there.
My whole theory is, you gotta be respectful wherever you go. Like, as long as you carry yourself a certain way, for the most part, you cool. Ain't nobody thinking about you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I usually see me, I'm usually dolo. Wherever we at, when you see me, I'm by myself. Because I ain't on it like that, man. I show respect. I get it back. I ain't on no fucking Superman shit. Like, fuck all that. Those are the niggas that get, even in their own fucking city, they hit the wrong block with that shit.
Yeah,
You see what's up. We see what happened. Some niggas that made it, that got a little heat, can't even go back to where they from type shit.
Damn.
NYO.
Who I seen probably like 2 months ago? Yeah, I seen Jay Hud. He was getting on. I seen him. I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jay?
I ain't had no issue with him, but it was just some things that happened.
I think you still got it.
Nah, he ain't never lost it.
Yeah, well, you know.
Shout out to him. He probably don't remember. I got into a little back and forth cipher with him back before he signed with D Block. Yeah. Young J Hood.
Yeah. I seen him, you know, I seen him at, White Plains. I seen him at White Plains and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the bus and shit, you know. So.
Yeah, I don't know the insides of what happened, but I know out of the locks, I know the only one I know personally is Kiss. Yeah. Like, he knew me since I was probably like 4 or 5 years old. I don't know. I know SP a little bit, but I don't know Sheik at all. Because when they got their own lives separate and shit.
Yeah, they all do their shit separate and shit. And Sheik don't really do a lot of interviews and shit.
Yeah, I was shocked to see him on the Vlad joint. It was a real good interview he did on Vlad. Yeah, but he don't. He's his business. Or go right to the office and just be like.
Yeah, Styles is cool and shit. I met him a few times.
Styles is dumb cool.
Down to earth. And
he's the one that got him started on the health stuff.
Yeah.
That was him.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
You see how they all look like they 20 years old? You see how they all look young as hell?
That vegan shit. I'm on the vegan shit, man. I don't eat no meat.
Shout out to Juices for Life. Yeah, man.
No egg, no dairy. You know what I mean? No sugar, no salt. Don't fuck with none of that.
I ain't there on y'all. Cheese. I ain't there with y'all yet. You know what I mean? I cut down on a lot of shit, but nah, I don't know about.
Try to stay away from the white bread. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The rice and all that shit. You know what I mean? Try to deal with brown rice.
Yeah, the nasty rice. Yeah. That shit
the guys, man, talking about us, man.
I'm keeping it 100. Well, I'm saying in its regular form, it is nasty though. We gotta keep it 100. Brown rice is crazy. Oh, it tastes healthy. You like.
Man, that's a flavor to it, man.
I know. After you doctor it up, yeah, shit is good. But try to eat that shit regular. It's not happening. You gotta have a special type of taste buds to like it raw, like regular, like that, the way it is. You eat that shit like you mean to tell me you don't put nothing on it and you just eat white rice? I'm brown rice. Sorry.
Yeah, put seasoning on it. You know.
You put what?
Seasoning.
All right, that's what I'm saying. You season it.
Yeah,
I'm saying in its regular.
Salt.
I'm saying without none of that. You eat it because people be serving it like that. That's why you go to one of them Asian spots where they steam the food. They're not seasoning it. They're going to give it to you in a cup. Brown rice. That's all you getting. No soy sauce, nothing.
Don't they even give you that?
Regular. You say you season it. So you prove my point. You got to put something on it to tolerate it. Because you ain't eating it regular.
I don't know, man. You know, I'm on it. Trying to get on, you know.
No, but I respect all the vegans, though. I'm not, Don't try to get me flagged for this, because I'm sorry.
About to take over this shit.
So you got something about the vegans now? Them marching. Don't buy this dude music. He don't like vegans. He eats yellow rice and white rice.
You're going to see somebody, you're going to be going to the Jamaican restaurant and shit, and you're going to have like 100 vegans outside waiting for you.
Yeah. They won't step foot in the Jamaican spot because ain't no vegan activity going on in there. At all.
Listen, you got Jamaicans that vegan, man.
What is actually
no meat?
What is actually what's the difference between the vegan and the vegetarian? What is the difference between that?
Same thing. Is that vegan usually go more harder.
So it's not one thing that the vegans eat that the vegetarians don't eat?
The vegetarians is like they just don't really eat meat. So, vegan.
Okay, so they eat the other bullshit they're supposed to eat, but they just don't eat meat.
Yeah.
All right, I understand.
So, vegan go
vegetarians
hard,
is kind of corny then, because they
vegan
still
go hard. They
still eat ice cream and shit.
Yeah, you can eat ice cream, but
dairy. You're not supposed to eat dairy or nothing.
No
so
dairy.
Vegans is no bad stuff, nothing.
No dairy, no cheese, no egg, no milk, no sugar, no salt, no starch, like white rice. And
that's vegan you're talking about.
And shit like that. All that shit's not good for you. Because the starch and all that shit turns to sugar.
Yeah.
That shit lead to cancer.
Yeah.
And shit like that. So you want to stay away from white bread and all that shit. Brown, like wheat bread is good for you. But you got to make sure it like,
what about rye?
Now, rye not really too good. Wheat is better. You got that way from rye and brain and shit.
You brought up that cancer. Shout out to my CMOS plug, yo. Know thyself. Son.
CMOS.
You think I'm playing?
I put in my smoothie and shit.
Nah, I got to connect that she make it with fruit. So you can just consume it. You don't even need to put it with nothing. It tastes like applesauce, dog. It's crazy.
Cause she adds
grapeseed,
to it, man.
Grapeseed. No, she put grapeseed. Sometimes she has a grapeseed sea moss.
Yeah.
She has a one with mango.
Mm-hmm.
She puts it with different things, but it's just because sea moss. If you don't know, anybody ever taste sea moss is disgusting by itself. It's like the worst thing you probably ever had. But it's one of the best things you can consume. Like you can put it, like he said, with your smoothies and all that. But I got time for all that. She just give me that jar. And I just take some teaspoons of that before I leave, yo. I had like 3 big gulps of that shit before I left here, before I left the house. But yeah.
Okay, before we get up out of here, man, I wanna see if I got like a 5-year prediction. Where you think your label gonna be at from 5 years from now?
From what I hope, that I won't be rapping at that time. I'll be straight CEO mode, 1 or 2 artists, doing well on the charts, doing well in their careers, and just sitting back and just being on some bullshit.
Just sitting back and being on some bullshit.
Exactly.
What type of bullshit is that?
Yeah,
man?
exactly. Easy street. You don't work hard all your life, just be working hard when you're older. Like, most bosses don't work. It's the playing catch up people that be working their whole life. That's what I meant when I said that. Because I work for bosses that, they on easy street. Like multimillionaires, they ain't working as hard as me for damn sure. I know that. They getting the bread though. Like making money, they making their money work for them without even trying to have to even lift a finger. That's the type of energy I want for myself in the near future. That's where I see myself at.
Okay, so last words. You want to close the show out with some word for the people out there, for like artists, somebody want to start a label,
Well,
any type of good advice.
Well, anybody,
positive energy out there.
First off, before we do anything, you got to ask yourself this one question before you do anything, and it should be, what do you want? Be honest about what you want. Some people want to get signed, and they want the labels to do everything for them. But just know, when that happens, you're not going to be getting the bread that you think you're supposed to be getting. Because there's a lot of artists, they'll sign to a label. They come to the label with a hat. No money, just their fucking hat, right? But then, when everything gets done with a straight face, they want to talk to the CEO and be like, I don't understand why are you taking this much. And I'm like, dog, you didn't do anything. Like, you didn't pay for this.
Yeah.
You didn't pay for these tracks. These producers cost money. These tracks cost money. The studio time costs money. You didn't contribute. You can argue that if you put money in too, but if you came in with nothing, thinking the label's just supposed to do everything for you and give you all the money back, you crazy. Like, they really be thinking that. I have other friends that own labels, and his artists be telling him that, like, I don't understand why you get anything from us. I'm like, really? You came in here with yourself, like.
Yeah, you ain't bring that to the table.
So yeah, be honest. Like, what do you want out of this? You want to do everything yourself? Get your money together and do that.
Okay.
But if you want everybody to work for you and all this other shit, you need to know it's people you gotta pay before you see your money. Just know that.
Okay. There you have it. DJ Frank Whyte, Unsynedheattpodcast. You are listening and watching. And let the people know you all again.
Destruct, a.k.a. Human Bomb, a.k.a. Mr. Boom. You can follow me on Instagram, 914struck. Business page, explosive_records.